you feel
he's moving.
like for a while New York had just like lost its identity 100%. In a way, and it was hard for people outside of the city to resonate with the sound?
100%.
Really?
I know why, though.
Why?
Because of how they formulated New York radio. That's what it was.
New York radio ain't doing anybody any favors.
That was it. That's why it fell. Our entire city collapsed because of how New York radio is structured.
Really?
100%.
Explain, because isn't the radio in New York exactly like the radio everywhere else?
Not sure.
And it pretty much is, but that's the problem, right? They just play they don't play anything underground, hot, whatever, right?
I mean, well, yeah, they didn't. I'm not comparing it to nobody else's place because I'm not in those cities long enough to know. But specifically to speak about New York because I know it, they dragged their feet on too many of our young talents. They dragged it. And we had so much heat. One place that I can speak for that does not drag their feet is Atlanta. When something is cooking, it's on the box. It's just simple shit.
Right.
You get what I mean? Like, Atlanta doesn't pump out talent at the speed that they do by luck.
Right.
When something is moving on the ground level, if that shit starts shaking the clubs of the internet, they're throwing it on the box. That's it. When it comes out of New York, you could literally be booming out here. Now they respond faster. And I think it had a lot to do with me. Like, I attacked, like, Flex dissed me, you know, Funk Flex.
But when did that actually start?
What happened was I was in LA, I was out here, right? And this whole conversation came up about who's like the next DJs, who's popping, who's not. And basically my name got thrown into the mix of being one of the next. But a lot of DJs, like, that I used to think like the typical DJs, they don't like me. Because I'm more popular than they are, but I became more popular and I matter more, not just because of DJing.
Right.
So that agitates them. When they're like, I know Punch is very popular and clouded and shit like that, and he's a DJ, but he's not a clouded DJ. You get what I'm saying? So they get mad when they're like, you know, when shit happens or I get an opportunity or I toured around the fucking world, that agitates them.
Right. Radio DJs in New York, they have like a royalty type vibe about them that they feel like nobody else should be able to be like gatekeepers. 100%. But then meanwhile, they're all horrible gatekeepers 100%. That turn people on to shit like 6 months after it pops.
100%.
Let's just be real, or never.
Yeah, 100%.
Because realistically, you don't want to, I don't want to like sit here and act like I'm just saying fuck Funk Flex or whatever.
He's not the only one. He's just the
there's
bozo
like a
that dissed me
moment
first.
when Tyler and him are sitting there, and Flex is like, listen, you tell me one record off of your album, and I'm going to listen to that shit, and I'm going to play that. I'm watching this just like, you got an interview with Tyler, the Creator, one of the most popular rappers in the world, and you haven't listened to his album? Listen to his fucking album a couple times before you do the interview, you psycho.
Not even just popular.
Come on.
One of the most successful ever. One of the most influential ever. Like, always shit. It's not just popular.
I don't listen to Tyler, but I listened to that album a couple times to fucking grasp what was going on.
You got it. You cannot ignore a juggernaut. That Odd Future shit is like a Titanic.
Yeah.
If you say you missed it, you're lying.
Right.
You get what it's so much echoes from that. So when he's up there and he's like, I don't even know what's going on, that's just the normal that makes us look at it like he's a dinosaur. Because there's a difference. Everybody went hard when I used to call him old line. I joked him. So this is let me give clarity. The conversation came up. Everybody was going. My name was in the middle of it. A couple names was in the middle of it. And then Flex dissed me on radio live. Goes crazy for 40 minutes. You're only cool on YouTube. Yo, you're done. Your boy is locked up now. Now what?
He said your name too, or he just alluded to it?
He said my name the first day. So he does all of this shit. Everyone's calling me, yo, you see what's going on? Yo, this is crazy. And then I hate it because they try to minimalize, like, I wasn't the creative director of this 50 for 3 years. I don't have 30, 35 million views on YouTube. I didn't have 40 classic interviews with all the New York guys. It's too much. I toured with Young M.A. around the country already during the OO run, not before or after, when it was action time. You get what I'm saying? And then I did the Tekashi shit the whole time. So don't minimalize me. But that's what he did. It was a smart chess move for the people who were uneducated on me. So he played it how he should. But I attacked him. He didn't really understand. Like, I'm around 50 and I was around Tekashi. I was in the thinking tanks of both times when they're on troll games. So when they're trolling people, I have the A and B of the greatest to ever do it in the pocket. Like, oh, I know what 5 will do here. Oh yeah, when 5 will be like, yo, get me this picture. Oh, I know what 6 will do here. Oh, so we trolled his ass. I recorded the screen, got proof that he buys his views and his likes and
6ix9ine?
No, Flex.
Oh.
But this is how I picked them apart, showing it. Then he referenced about how he only comes out of the house for a certain amount of money, and then I reminded him that he played my party for free, and then that exposed it, that he lies about his bread. I did Rich the Kid's album release. Shout out to Rich the Kid. Shout out to Tory and all that. Happy for y'all. I know Tory for a while. You know what I mean? Like, and at the end of the day, it's just like, I did the album release and Flex came in and DJ for free. And it'd be like, yeah, when that night when I came in the club, you was scared. And then this next like 10 minutes in this rant, yo, you guys are broke. Only come out for 5,000. Only cross the bridge for 10,000. Only leave New York for 25,000. So I said, well, while you giving out your price list, you did the album release party right next to me that just said you shitted on me for free.
Right.
So you lie, but I get it. And my whole thing is like this. To put the close on that is he lies to stay a part of the conversation. My thing is you are Michael Jordan. I never discredit who he is. That's Mike Jordan. But he's looking like Mike Jordan towards the end of the career. They're calling him Mike Jordan on the Wizards. You get what I'm saying? And that's the problem. He could have chilled, let the legacy go when he was at the prime. Now he does the freestyles. He doesn't know the artist he's sitting next to. He makes awkward noises and faces to seem like he's into it. He doesn't care. So let us care about our culture because we care. He misses half the talent in the city. He misses the other talent delayed. When he talks to him, he doesn't do the interviews because he doesn't know enough.
I mean, nobody exits those kind of positions gracefully. They hold
Why not?
on to the last
Why
fucking
not?
second because there's no new jobs popping up in the radio space. It's like, realistically, what would Flex do if he left that
You want a real
opportunity right
answer?
now?
You should have evolved.
He'd probably be a YouTuber.
You should have evolved. You should have evolved. That's not our problem, but you're hurting our culture. He brings up rappers late. He does weird shit. Rappers are rapping on their ops beats. It's foolery.
What about in Flex We Trust or whatever? Is that?
Oh, that was
the
that,
site ain't around anymore.
That was a titan. now that was a titan. You know what I mean?
Damn.
He's gonna first of all he's gonna diss you now.
I don't give a fuck.
just so all the 44-year-olds in New York are gonna be like, fuck Adam 34 because they're not.
I would
gonna,
love
he's gonna
to
screw
know,
this all
like,
up.
if he did this to me, I would love to know what the who is the demographic that would find out about me from Funk Flex? Because that would just be so mind blowing. You a white boy. You ride a bike.
Yeah, with the toy. Oh,
I just spit all over myself. I'm sorry.
There's an art to the bomb.
Yeah.
But that's an end to him. But to tap on how that all goes in, New York artists would thrive much more. We have so much talent.
But that's the problem in New York is that New York should have, I don't want to say a no jumper, but there should be more underground, like local media doing dope stuff in New York because that's kind of the problem is that New York kind of relies on these radio stations and shit to be the majority of the media sources. I mean, you do have, you have an academics, you have a complex who are like a little bit more nimble. You have a genius who will interview somebody when they're super early.
Nah, but genius kind of touches you when you have the hit record. Well, not the hit record,
but
when
a
it's the
record that's
super
popping,
viral record. You get me? They do wait. I filled that void for a long time, bro. In New York, I did if you were moving, I literally did your first interview.
Right.
And I did it, and then I made sure you were on the This Is 50 network when it mattered. You get what I mean? That was 3-4 years ago, but it mattered at that point, and it was influential. I'm trying my best to recreate a whole new network and do it, but, it's a bunch of shit going on.
Do you feel like This Is 50 just didn't become what it could have become? Was there
50
a time
didn't
period
want it to.
He didn't want it to.
100%.
He wasn't open-minded enough?
Didn't care no more.
Really? He's
I'm
just
telling
over
you.
it.
5 is big bro. I've had a million. Shout to Heineken, shout to Dutch, shout to Jeremy Bettis, Mario, all the guys up there, Jack Thriller. You know what I mean?
Shout out Jack Thriller.
Jack's my boy, man. But shout out to all the guys that made sure that I was up, So shout out to them. But 50 just didn't care. No matter, you know what a successful YouTube brand can make. You know this.
And I know how much 50 Cent makes for a show, and I know that they're not in the same
So
league.
now you get it. So now 50 Cent is literally like, I'd focus on Power Punch.
But if you're 50 Cent or if I'm 50 Cent, I want to be a guy who's running a fire-ass website that's called thisis50.com because that represents his legacy and also helps him to shape the narrative. And it's like, yes, a successful year for thisis50.com is probably going to make less than you doing one show.
Yeah.
But that's okay because all you got to do is just put some people in charge who are going to run the shit.
I ran it.
Yeah.
I ran it. Me and Jay, we ran the shit for a while. You know what I mean? But and it's not like it's dead. It's still there. So I don't want to sound like this is like a RIP to it. No, it's still there. But it had a wave. And 50 just didn't care. I know when I was looking at 50 and I'd argue with him about different shit. Yo, let's do this, let's do that. 50 was focused on power. So that's it. And 50 is always the toughest thing to work with 50 Cent is getting 50 Cent to pay attention to the moment. 50 is looking at what's happening 4 steps ahead every time. So like even when I was getting 50 and 50 to notice Tekashi, that took months.
Really? Oh, so you helped to engineer that?
I did the whole shit.
What was that energy like between them?
Begging 50 Cent for 4 months.
Right.
Until he saw Billy. Billy is what made him go bring him up.
Interesting.
Yeah. Billy is what changed it.
Wow.
And I mean, I think that's Tekashi's best record, Billy and Stupid.
Uh-huh.
You get what I'm saying? But 50 was not interested. He'd be like, I don't get it, man. Yo, man, not yet, nigga. And just that's it. You get what I mean? But I have brought other artists to 50, and he definitely was not interested in seeing them early, and they have become very successful.
Right. Like, would you? I'm just assuming that if you were to play a lot of the hot New York drill shit to 50, that it might be a little tough to explain to him why this is dope.
Well, now I don't know. I'm not really around
Maybe
5
now.
as much
Yeah.
as I used to be. Now I was around 5 every single day in 16, 17, 18, and yeah, and then like towards 19. Is when that's last year. I was back and forth to LA trying to do different shit because everybody was locked. So I had to reposition where I wanted to be. And I had left This Is 50 like the winter of 2018.
So when you see 50 and French going at it so crazy, how's that feel? Does that feel like New York beef at this point?
I just be, yo, man, if 50 is not doing something else, I am fearful for anybody that beefs with him because he really will put his attention on you.
Right.
He's doing too much other shit. So even when the French shit comes, it's like just something of his day. But when 50 is targeted on you, you better pray he gets some meetings in between. Because if he has a full 24 hours to focus, he's going to find your girlfriend. He's gonna get some bread to her. He gonna pull her out. He gonna take her on a date. 50 gonna break you down piece by piece by piece.
Really?
He's not gonna play with you.
Yeah. Where does that come from though? Don't
He's
you
a
think?
fucking competitor.
But a lot of people look at him like, how the fuck could you possibly be putting this much energy into this tomfoolery? But does he see it as an overall greater good that this is straight up like him doing something good for his career when he beefs with somebody like French?
No, I think people just don't understand how rich 50 is, bro, and how you could just chill. Like, everybody just thinks everybody's working their ass off, bro.
Yeah.
50 can go and chill. Now, probably not because he's doing Life. And then he was doing Power. But if it's in the off season, what is 50 doing? He's chilling. He's rich. He got a whole staff here, staff there, staff there. He got workers.
When you decide, but that's why you might think like, well, maybe one of them workers is the one who's sort of like coming up with this crazy.
I mean, sometimes,
Instagram shit.
we've all been there in the think tank.
Contributed a meme or whatnot.
Listen,
right?
we've all been there, man.
He's very
Everything.
Donald Trump-esque.
I don't want to compare Big Bro to that.
But in the sense that
can't do it.
He's super rich and powerful, but still is just acting like a crazy person on social media. And
No,
people,
50 is real life crazy.
His fans love it.
See this? I mean,
Same
I get
thing
you.
with Trump.
No, don't kill me, man.
I'm
Don't
not-
kill me.
I mean, I think 50 would understand. I'm sorry, Curtis.
Listen. I'm in there. I'm dribbling out of that one. I don't like that trap.
Dum,
Donald Trump is Donald Trump. But 5, the shit with 5 is 50 crazy. But niggas can't play with 50. That's another thing, you know, and why a lot of people don't really diss him back. It's because niggas can't play with him. Because you might see him.
But what's he going to do when he sees you?
Listen, 50 has a very long track record.
Really?
Yeah, he's going to see you eventually.
In recent years, I don't think we've heard about him getting into too much crazy shit
Listen,
like that,
man.
right?
50, listen. He nothing to play with, man.
But okay, like let's just say there's a club moment in the next couple months, and 50 and French see each other. Well, I guess there was in Miami, huh?
Allegedly.
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 But I think it's so funny that like it was one girl who wrote the caption that said like 50 just punched French Montana, and like fucking everybody starts running with it and stuff.
Yeah.
That there was never any evidence that he got hit.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I wasn't around.
But it's funny that whole thing. The weird thing is that now you can't have an old Bugatti, right? Which I never thought about it, but I guess it makes sense. Like if you have
Adam,
like
you're a legend, bro.
You got like an 8-year-old Bugatti, all right. I
Even
feel
if you got like 3 years out there on you now.
Yeah.
But you can't, that's the clout. Like, that's the tier of clout. Like, if you don't got the money, they don't play. I don't want no parts of that game. I don't have close to as much money for that.
Yeah.
I don't got enough money to play with that.
New York's an expensive
Like, if you
place
got
to
a
live.
3-year-old Bugatti and they're like, you're poor, shit, then I'm really fucking poor.
Yeah. You would not believe the shit I would drive around in and feel totally comfortable. You wouldn't believe the shit I'd be able to drive around in and feel fresh.
Yeah, and a 3-year-old Bugatti, they'll tell you that you fell off.
Yeah.
I don't, man.
Yeah.
50 crazy, man. But 50's really rich. They
Really
gotta
rich.
really fit. People forget that. If y'all think, I want y'all to think of y'all favorite rapper. How much time a rapper done count on $1 million for you? How much fucking $1 million do you think 50 Cent have? Or Puff? Or Jay? You think it's just rich?
Yeah.
50 don't post money. That's
I know. Yeah.
be stupid.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, okay, when you decided to leave This Is 50, though, was there like a weird moment? Was there?
Nah, 50,
it wasn't even.
Nah, I DJed for 50 after that. I seen 50 mad times with Tekashi, and after that, then we did a bunch of shit after that. 50 don't be caring.
Yeah.
That's why, that's what it is. I wish that he would have cared. Because we
Right.
would have took This Is 50 through the roof.
Right.
You know, but I got a new endeavor that I want to roll out soon, hopefully by the summer. Similar to, you know what I mean? This is beautiful, bro.
We should talk about it, honestly.
Like, I really think What you're doing, bro, is amazing shit. And people be hating on you because you're white, and they try to, they try to like dame you, when they try to make it seem like you're negative, when you're just doing your own shit, bro.
Negative.
And they try. They call you the cloud chaser, the cold vulture, all that bullshit like that. But you doing this shit, bro. You doing this shit at a high level, bro.
I'm trying, man. I'm just trying to take it to another level,
Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's that boy Punch, man. And if you like this clip, make sure that you watch the full interview. If I'm already talking like this, how I'm gonna talk for the rest of it. Just be good, man. Continue the nosiness. Smash that like button, hit that comment, drop that, subscribe, do something. Don't do nothing, man. You got this far. Bow, Adam, what's up?